Hey everyone, and welcome to the Brightspace walkthrough for POL1101 Net. That's the online asynchronous section of American Government Practices and Values. So let's take a look at our Brightspace page together, since that's where our class is going to be taking place. When you go to Brightspace and click on our class, this is what it's going to take you to. And you'll see up here at the top some different links, and we'll talk about those in a minute. Our visual table of contents, and then some other things over here. Let's look at those other things real quick. So we have our announcements. When I send out announcements via email, they will always be posted here as well. So our weekly check-ins at the beginning of each week, sort of letting you know what's going to be happening for the week, those will be on here. I'll also send out reminders. Every day there's a deadline, so you should see those on the announcements as well. Now, speaking of deadlines, if you want to sort of look ahead, you'll notice on the calendar that it has some upcoming events, when your next things are due. Those will be on here. You can also check out the whole calendar here, scroll through, and every time there's a deadline, you'll see a blue dot on that date. Now, this isn't going to show everything for the whole semester right up front. If you want that, check out the syllabus, because that's going to have all our dates in there right from the beginning. Now, where can you find the syllabus? Great question. As you may have noticed, it's right here on the visual table of contents. So if you click syllabus and more, it's going to take you to, there we go, a page with the class syllabus, as well as some other handouts like the link to this video here, Brightspace resources. That's going to give you some other resources as well for how to navigate Brightspace, as well as some instructions and hints for participating in our online discussion. Now, again, if you want to check out that syllabus, you'll just click on it and you'll see it here. And notice that this does have all the deadlines for everything. So you'll see our weeks with our dates and everything that's due those weeks. Note that some things are going to be due on Thursdays, some are due on Sundays, unless otherwise noted. So that's a great way to plan out the whole semester and supplements the Brightspace calendar nicely. Now, you'll notice that there are some clickable links in here. Let's go to one. Our class materials, for example. Our textbook is online for free, and you can get that here through this link. If you want to download the syllabus or any other PDF that I've uploaded, you can click download, you can print it, or you can view it in alternative formats, such as EPUB, which will let you use this on e-readers, as well as different accessible formats. If there are any issues with any of those, please don't hesitate to let me know. I can't promise I know how to solve the issue, but we can give it a try. So now you've looked at the syllabus. Let's say you want to get back to that initial table of contents. There's a couple ways to do this. You can click Table of Contents. You can click this button here, this link here, that'll bring us back to the home page where you'll see that visual table of contents, or you can click Content. And now you'll see all the content in order, with the syllabus always at the top, and then the links on the side for the different weeks. Now you see this tick mark, that just means that Brightspace thinks you've done everything on that week or on that module. In this case, you've clicked on all these links. But remember, the check mark just means you've clicked on it. It doesn't mean that you can't go back to it if you need to refer back to it. And of course, it doesn't mean that you've actually done the reading, which is why I give you every week a checklist. This checklist allows you to check off when you've done something. So Brightspace may think, oh, she clicked on the link, it's done. But you might think, I didn't actually read it. So you can then go back, read it, and then tick off this box for yourself so that it's easier to keep track of it and you don't have to deal with all the Brightspace check marks where maybe there shouldn't be one. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about week 1, but I want to show you how to get to this through the main homepage as well. So if we're back to the class homepage, you'll see, again, are welcome, are 2 modules here. There'll be more as the weeks progress in the course. And week 1, you can click on it there, but you can also click this little double arrow, and that's going to bring you to the checklist. So you can get there from that as well. And that's going to give you an overview of what you have to do every week. This week, everything's due by Sunday, so you'll have to do by Sunday. Some weeks there'll be things to do by Thursday, so you'll see that list as well. So we're going to go back to week 1 by clicking week 1, and you'll see here, link to that checklist. Our welcome email, that's also going to be sent out and posted as an announcement, but because it's the first week, I really want to make sure you all can find it, so it's here as well. But again, that will be in multiple places. You obviously only have to read it in one place. There's going to be a practice quiz. So you'll click on that. You can see there's a dot here because I haven't clicked on it yet. And if I click on it, it's going to bring me to a quiz with some instructions on how to do it. You'll notice that there are unlimited attempts. You can take it as many times as you need. There will be a start here button. Right now there isn't because the class is not live yet. So I'm going to go back to start here. And we can see a survey, discussion, our weekly lectures. Those are going to be primarily videos and slides. So if you click on that, you'll see, yes, indeed, videos, list a link to our YouTube playlist with those videos, and slides. We've got regular slides and annotated slides. And every week we will have that playlist link and our 2 different types of slides. Here I've given you some advice on how to use the playlists and the slides to best sort of accentuate your learning. Now, if we go back to start here, we can also see our next page, the readings. But if we want, we can click through those side arrows and see our readings. Most weeks, the readings will be required. This week, they are optional. So you will see them always posted on Blackboard, and you'll notice that I have links to our PDFs and links to any web-based materials. I also have our PDFs uploaded here. Some weeks I may not have the read the PDF link. You may just have to scroll down to open the PDFs. Those will open just like our syllabus though, in a nice window here. So that's our main structure for the course. Let's say you're looking for a specific week's quiz. You can also go to quizzes and they will all show up. Obviously right now there's only the one. You can go to discussions to find a specific week's discussion. That's good because it gives you our week 1 discussion, but it also gives you our Q&A forum and our water cooler chat, meaning basically that we have these nice ungraded places for us to get together and ask questions or just talk about stuff. Now, let's say you want to know what your grades are for all these things. You can click on grades, and when you have grades posted, you will be able to see them here. You'll be able to know you completed your quiz, the grade for it, and once it's past the due date, that's what I'm looking for, past the due date, you will be able to click on that and see what you got right and wrong. Actually, for the practice quiz, you can do that right away, but typically it will be after the due date. You can do that. Discussion, there's going to be a grading rubric that I use to grade all your discussion, so you'll be able to see that as well. So that is our class. I should note, if you want to see that rubric in advance, the grading rubric for the discussion, you can find it in our content, syllabus, and more participating in discussion page. See, there's this rubric here. But after the first week, you'll have that first week's rubric. It's going to be the same rubric every week, but obviously your grade will depend on your participation each week. So that's our Brightspace page for this class. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions.